let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me Went up in beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Switch the outline. Watch the slip.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Redskins scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Geis, his first carry of the game. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
To the ground on first, it's Geis. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Murray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, come on. Army.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check nickel.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Get ready.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 out. Watch time. Tie it up.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you.
They'll run with Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
43 from Mike, boy, 43.
third down. Here's Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. To throw on third down. Murray is going to float this over the middle deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tighten up.
Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Target. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set, ready. 15 on it. Tight right. 4 down. Check 31. Good roll. Rest. Delta.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man, Butler complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
54. I got you, boy. Shift.
On first down. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Montez Sweat. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. 58, Mike. Oh, here we go.
On first down, this is Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The 39-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Geis. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Murray now on first down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got a man. Complete. 39 yards there. A big one. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Buddy up. 43. Check, 43. Tighten up. Pull together. Watch the edge. Slam.
From the 30 on second down. Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Haskins back to the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Check. Watch 54. Check 22.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Normally, Shuran and Sammy Watkins had it and lost it. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got it. 43 is the mic. Yo. 43 is the mic.
final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This is Butler making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3. He's coming, double up. Under 10, 10. SOS.
Here's Johnson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got it. Mike spot 4. Too little, cut.
On 2nd and 12, Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
36. Kill.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Time on.
First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Three down. Check 37. Check 37.
Murray again, second and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Right there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Right there.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third and 14.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Haskins, third and long. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Here we go with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First down, Washington.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they're going option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Throwing on second and 14. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Redskins on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is third and 14. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin the drive with Johnson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Check, 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 check.
From the 29, Murray. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Off to Geis on the screen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st down, Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check back. Switch. Shift.
Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll hand it down to Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. And Brake has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's our time.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Now Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster.
It got his man, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Out. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 43 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43 on it. You're trash.
Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you